They sat me in a room. They asked the question, am I pregnant? And then my mom said, whether or not the guy will support you, we will still support you. Hi guys! I just want to let you know before I begin that this is going to be my last video for the year, so Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year! So if you're not following me on Instagram, that this wouldn't be familiar to you, but I posted something yesterday or 2 days ago about a new segment that I want to add in my channel, and it's called #Mami knows best. So what it is that you will send me questions. It can be anonymous. I'll put a link right here. You can literally ask me anything, like anything about love, motherhood, or relationships, money, you know, things that you don't really want to talk to your mother about but you need motherly advice on. So I promise that every time I will answer, I won't be nagging. I won't be like, oh, you should do this because you're like this. Alam ko kasi ganito dapat yung ginawa mo eh. Mali ka. I promise it is not going to be a venue where you will be judged or looked down on. This is something that I just want to do to help you guys out if you know you're stuck in a rut, you have absolutely no idea what to do with the current issues you're facing. And yeah, basically that's it. So again, if you want to send in your questions, here is the link. I will be answering them in the next video. And what are my credentials? How could I possibly give you sound advice? Well, you don't know me, but my close friends do, and they can vouch for the fact that I have been through so much drama in my life. Like, my life is a magnet for drama, and I think even while I'm being a mother, this stuff keeps on happening to me. As much as I want to live a quiet life, hindi maiiwasan yung mga problema. And I guess the fact that I'm still alive, I'm still kicking, and I'm pretty much okay. I feel great. I think that's enough to say that I've been through a lot and I could give you guys... Hindi ako nangungulangat, promise. Nangangati lang yung ilong ko. And I could give you guys some decent enough advice that you could follow. So for my first question, it's kind of personal. What do you do for a living? And how do you juggle everything from mommying to work to life? Okay. In the past 5 years that I've been a mom, I have been through so many different jobs, but all of them have been work from home jobs. So I've been a graphic artist, I've tried to run a makeup business, pero kulang yung puhunan ko, so that really didn't take off as much as I would have wanted to. I also, I was also I forgot what it's called, but alam mo yung gumagawa ng captions sa mga videos. Yeah, I became that, and then I also became a writer, a content creator, but currently I am a social media manager for Serious Studio, and also I'm not sure what it's called, but something but I'm in charge of the logistics for one of the brands in Cebu. Hopefully when I get 4,000 watch hours, which is what is required in YouTube for you to earn money, then this will be my source of income. Like, this really is my dream, to become a full-time YouTuber. So yeah. How do you juggle everything from mommy to work to life? You know what? It's really hard because being a full-time mom who works from home, and by full-time I mean I don't have a maid. Like, there's literally no maid in the house. So aside from cooking, cleaning, doing the laundry, ironing clothes, I also have to take care of my daughter, and then I also have this part-time job that I'm doing. The best advice I could give you is to manage your time well. Like, you really have to be strict with planning your day. Like, from this time to this time you have to be doing this, and then from this to this you have to be doing that. The great thing about my daughter is that she's now 5 years old, so she has 3 hours to go to school, that I can have time for myself to be able to work, to be able to clean the house whenever I need to. And then when she comes back, you know, and na naman, ng pagkain, luto ng pagkain, hugas ng pinggan, hugas ng puwet. So ayun, yun dapat. You have to be really strict with your time, and you have to be mindful about everything that you're doing with the time that you have within your day. And then of course, I also have my husband who helps me with the chores during the nighttime. Although there was one time na parang hindi siya gumagawa ng kahit ano. Ngayon, alam na niya that he has to help with the house chores, even just washing the dishes or taking out the trash. So yeah, time management and get help from your husband. And then as for relationships with other people, it's also very important that you make friends with moms with similar struggles, with similar issues, like, oh, I can't go because my child is sick, and they understand you for that. So yeah, it's very important to have mom friends who would understand you as well, and who also have kids, so that, you know, when you guys are out, they can play with you. Next question. What's one crazy bawal experience you've had that you'd want Louise to experience too? Okay, so I'm going to approach this question very carefully because Louise might be able to see this in the future, you know, and I don't want it to be an excuse for her to say, oh mom, you said I can do this. So yeah, I'm going to answer this with the premise that the only way that she would learn from that mistake is to make that mistake. So yeah, the one thing that I would want for Louise to experience the bawal that I did before, if only for her to learn from that lesson, is ano ba to? Ang hirap naman nito. My heart is pounding, you guys. Okay. Parang sama ko tuloy na tao dati. But, wait. Okay, I know na. Being a Christian, getting drunk is definitely one of the things that I won't allow my daughter to do. But, if only for her to learn the maximum amount of alcohol that she can take before getting to that period where she's gonna get drunk, yeah, I would no, I'm not gonna allow her to do that. But yeah, pero gets mo ba na parang, okay Louise, now you know that this is your limit. Now you know that you shouldn't go above this amount of drinks in the future, so that, you know, you keep your mind like straight and I'm getting flustered with this question. Seriously. Ayoko na! Let's move on, please. Next question. How to find one great love. Okay, so the first time I met my husband, I had sworn boys off. Like, I didn't want anything to do with them. I was sick of them. I was like, whatever. I don't want to find boys anymore. I just want to be myself. I just want to grow myself. And I just want to have a quiet life by myself. So when I first met Alan, I didn't care about finding my one true love. I didn't care about boys. So parang he just swept me off my... Ayoko, it's so cheesy. Yuck. Ano ba? This is so cheesy, but he swept me off my feet. Like, ah! Stop! Naiyak ako. Anyway, you know, you don't have to find true love. You don't have to force it. I know sometimes the wait can get a bit too long. You can get a bit impatient. Like, ano ba? Like, where is my future husband? Where is the guy who's going to love me? But in reality, you can't love someone if you haven't worked on yourself yet. I don't know. Find a hobby and get busy with that. Get busy with other things that you can work on yourself. Kasi pag nandyan na yung lalaki at wala yung sarili mo, your sense of identity will just obliterate and everything will be about that guy, which is very, very unhealthy. You have to have something for yourself before you get into a relationship. Kasi in the end, that's just gonna be selfish. If you're just using the guy to fill that thing, whatever it is that you're searching for, then that's not really true love. That's just, I don't know, satisfying yourself for the wrong reasons. So yeah, don't look for it. Stop looking for it. You know, it'll come at a time when you don't expect it the most. And of course, pray. Pray that God will guide you to the right kind of guy. Next question. Being a mother yourself, what would you have done if you were the mom of the the bully or the one being bullied. Okay, so I'm assuming that this person saw my Facebook post regarding the whole bullying incident in Ateneo. For those of you who don't know, this issue hits close to home because I'm a mom and because I also graduated from that school. So yeah, medyo may karapatan ako to speak up about this issue. So, okay, what would I have done if I were the mom of the bully? So before I answer this question, I want to tell you guys a story first. My parents were very strict. They were very religious. Of course, we don't like to be called religious, but just to give you an idea, they are devout Christians. They're very strict. I was never really allowed to go to overnights or anything like that. But they were very strict, you get my point. So getting pregnant outside of marriage was a huge blow to them. Because my father had a position in church. He was an elder at church. They were both active in Bible study fellowship, and then all of a sudden their daughter got pregnant out of marriage. So they had every right to be angry at me. You guys are asking such hard questions. They had every right to be angry at me, but why? Yeah, crying was one thing I promised never myself to do in front of the camera. Yeah, they had every right to get angry at me, but when they found out, hindi nila ako agad sinugot. They didn't scold me. They didn't say, bakit ka nga, bata ka yan? What they did was they calmed down first. They sat me in a room. They asked the question, am I pregnant? And then my mom said, whether or not the guy will support you, we will still support you. So yeah. Despite their anger, they were able to forgive me and then face me in such a way na parang I wouldn't feel dismissed or parang I wouldn't feel like I wasn't part of the family anymore, or like I feel like the only reason why they were able to do that is because they understand the forgiveness of God. Like Christ died for all of the sinners, for you, for me, and for that bully. So who are we to not be able to forgive? So if I were the mom of that bully, yes, I would allow. Dali lang, may uhog ako. If I were the mom of that bully, yes, I would allow discipline to take place. If he needs to be expelled, go ahead, expel him. If he needs to have a certain kind of discipline among the Taekwondo Association, go through it. Probably let him go through retreats or like no TV for a year. But I would also make sure that he knows that he is loved and that this one mistake doesn't define the rest of his life. He doesn't have to be labeled a villain, a bad person until the day he dies, because there is redemption in everything. If God can forgive the rapists, the murderers, and everyone else, then we should be able to have the power to forgive that kid. So yeah, discipline, but make sure that he is still loved and that there is still hope for redemption. So, ayun lang. Umiyak ako. Bakit ganun? I told my friends before, like, that's one thing I would never do in a video. I would never cry in front of a camera, but here I am. So that's it for this segment. Hashtag Mami knows best. If you have any questions, again, here's the link. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and subscribe to my channel down below or comment down below. And don't forget to like this video. Bye! Bakit na lang dino? Bye! Dapat bye!